It gives me a great pleasure to call upon Professor Stuart Bartholomew, CBE, Vice Chancellor and Principal of the University, to address you all. Professor?
Ladies and gentlemen, unaccustomed as I am to welcoming people, that's a joke, I'm very used to welcoming you, and I do welcome you. I think the vast majority are already familiar with this Arts University, but for those who are making their first visit, it's a very warm welcome, and we hope we can encourage you to return and see other shows that will take place here across this academic session. Well, this is the opening of a show which is one we've used on 3 previous occasions. It's Suddenly Last Summer, and those of you familiar with the Tennessee Williams play and subsequently the film will know that Elizabeth Taylor and Montgomery Clift have a very, very interesting relationship. And in many ways this is too, it's an extrusion of that particular issue that we see here, which is the relationship of the many parts of this Arts University, because we have work here produced by students who graduated this summer. So it has work from our foundation students, we have work from our undergraduates, and we have work from our postgraduates. It's of course selected, it's not all of the stuff that was produced, but it is a sort of glimpse of what takes place in this institution throughout a year. And I think I won't be challenged on the impression which it conveys is of a very creative community here, a community capable of the sorts of outputs that we are surrounded by and are elsewhere across the university campus. It's a celebration of that work, and I'm delighted that we're joined by a number of the graduates from those courses whose work is being shown here this evening. But it's also very interesting to those who've joined us this month, and we have welcomed some 1,500 new students to the university, and it signals to them where they might be 3 years hence, or realistically even further in 3 years hence than that which has been achieved by their predecessors. So Suddenly Last Summer is an enormous celebration of what has been done, but really a start of what will be done in the year ahead and in the years which follow. So enjoy this show, enjoy this place. It would be remiss if I didn't remind people of our very pleasant news last weekend when the Sunday Times prints its annual publication about universities in the UK and guiding prospective candidates to those universities, that this one was ranked in 7th position out of the 137 universities in the UK, which isn't bad for those of you who can think that far back to what our institution was 20 years ago. It has become a very significant institution for the subjects we deliver, and this is an occasion to celebrate that outcome additionally. It now gives me enormous pleasure to pass over to our curator. This has been a major exercise, not only of selecting work, but of establishing work so that it can be viewed in the way you are able to view it. So enormous pleasure, really, in welcoming you to the microphone.